Hey guys, this is Tyler here in Estonia, and I'm going to talk about something real quick here. All guys out there who can should try get a passport by descent or residency by descent if possible. This is, I know, something that has been more recently covered in different YouTube channels, and I myself think this is an excellent option especially for MGTOW guys out there. There's many possibilities here. Many people have at least one parent, maybe a grandparent, that's from countries where it's very easy to get these types of passports or residency documents, and I think this is one of the easiest ways to get one if you can, and or cheapest way, because typically if you want to outright buy a passport, you're going to have to pay pretty handsome sum of money, and if you can get it by descent, typically all you're paying are fees in this situation. And there's different countries out there, European countries, places like Italy or Serbia, Armenia I know is another example, Ukraine. These are countries where it's not that difficult if you want to get a passport by descent, and you can. It's something to look into and pursue. I know some of the English countries or Commonwealth countries like England, Ireland, Scotland also offer this. It's a pretty good situation for these people, because I've spoken about like getting a passport or getting a second passport residency, and I definitely think this is one of the best ways for a MGTOW guy if they want to have somewhere else to live, or at least a secondary travel document. Now, even if you don't want to live in that country, this document may be more valuable than the one that you have currently, and it may give you more travel or visa options than you would have with your first document that you are holding. And as we've seen in the past year, many documents are essentially losing their value. The system, I think, is actually adjusting to the more real system, we might say. And as we've seen the U.S. passport drop quite a bit, I think other passports have steadily risen, and definitely I think can serve good value if you can get one, and maybe use this as the document if you're applying for a residency or you need a visa to travel to a different country. Because whether it's a U.S. passport or a different passport, a Western passport especially, or Australian, we don't know honestly how the future may play out, and these passports could become very obsolete. Unfortunately, when you're planning to live in a country, whether that's to study, to work, whatever, you're applying as a citizen of the home country you come from, or as the document holder for the country you come from. So even though you may be the most extraordinary, the most skilled, the most talented person from your home country in whatever it is, and you may not at all reflect the people in that country. I have a friend, for example, he's Nigerian, very talented guy. He's his specialty is in CAD. Now, Nigeria, unfortunately, has kind of a bad reputation for being kind of the scam artist capital, and there's actually a scheme known as the Nigerian Ponzi scheme, and this actually kind of originated in Nigeria. And unfortunately, because he holds this Nigerian passport, he's classified with all the other Nigerians, and even though he's quite different than a lot of his population. And this is the same with any country. If you're holding a passport or visa that doesn't really have a good reputation, it unfortunately can affect you when you're applying for other kind of documents or residency, or maybe you want to buy property, whatever it may be. It could have an impact on this outcome. So check your family lineage, family tree, see if there's any possibilities. You could also get one through a wife if she happens to be of some origin descent. This would be another option you could probably go for, and because I know sometimes the spouse already has a passport from that country. In some cases, the spouse could also get one through her, and that's another possibility. But just see what's out there. I mean, like I said, you don't need to live in the country, work, study. It can just be of like an insurance policy. It's kind of a redundancy here in case you need it someday. Whatever the situation may be, it could be countries could be all locked down, and they may not be allowing anyone with a passport from your particular country to travel anywhere. And if you have the second passport, you can show the passport and then go somewhere. Or if you need to purchase like a property or something, you have this passport. This is just a really good insurance plan to have. So give me your feedback below, and thank you.